Hi everyone, my name is Leif Bandakwala, and today I'll be talking about DNA and why it matters in everyday life. Most people have heard the term DNA before, but they may not realize how much it affects things we care about every day, from family traits to health decisions. My goal is to explain DNA in a simple way and show why it's relevant outside of just biology class. So, what exactly is DNA? DNA is the molecule that carries the instructions for building and running your body. It's found in almost every cell in humans. A good analogy for DNA is an instruction manual or recipe book. This is because it tells your cells how to make proteins, which end up doing most of the work in your body. These proteins help with things like growth, repair, and basic body functions. DNA is also passed from parents to children, which I'll get into on the next slide. Why do families look alike? One of the easiest ways to see DNA in real life is through family resemblance. Traits like eye color, hair texture, facial features, and even height potential are influenced by genes, which are sections of DNA. That's why a child might have their mother's eyes or their father's smile. Of course, not every trait is perfectly predictable, but DNA plays a major role in the patterns we notice in families. DNA is also important in medicine. Doctors can use genetic testing to look for inherited conditions or estimate someone's risk for certain diseases. In some cases, DNA can help doctors choose medications that may work better for a person's body. This is called personalized medicine, meaning healthcare based more on the individual. Instead of treating every person exactly the same, doctors can use DNA information to make more informed decisions. DNA is used in many ways beyond the classroom. Ancestry tests use DNA to uncover family origins. Crime labs use DNA evidence to identify suspects or victims. Researchers study the DNA of viruses and bacteria to better understand diseases and develop treatments. DNA can also help scientists track how diseases spread and change over time. So even if we don't think about it very often, DNA affects many parts of society. One common misunderstanding about DNA is that it completely determines who you are. This is simply untrue. DNA influences many traits, but your environment, experiences, habits, and choices matter too. For example, someone might have genes linked to heart disease, but exercise, diet, and medical care can help lower that risk. So DNA is important, but it is not destiny. It gives part of the story, not the whole story. So why does DNA matter? Hopefully after this presentation you can answer that yourselves, but I'll go into it anyway. DNA helps us understand where we come from, how our bodies work, and how medicine can lead to a brighter future. It connects biology to real life because it affects families, health, identity, and even future medical treatments. Thank you all for listening. I hope this presentation helped show that DNA is not just something scientists study in labs. It's something connected to family, health, and daily life for all of us. Understanding DNA helps us better understand ourselves and the world around us. Please ask any questions you might have.